How do you write a good and effective proposal that is going to start a conversation between you and your potential client as a freelancer? That is what we are going to talk about in this video. Hi there, my name is Sadiq Umar. I'm a full-time freelancer living in Nigeria, and this video is going to be based on my personal experience of starting freelancing and becoming a full-time freelancer. Writing a good proposal is one of the key aspects of securing freelance work. A good proposal will allow you to present your skills, your experience, your process to a specific project, which will help you convince your potential client that you are the best fit for the job. And in this video, I'm going to give you a 10-step process that will help you craft a compelling proposal, a good and effective proposal that will open the gate, that will start a conversation between you and your potential client. The very first step is understand the project. It doesn't matter where you get the project, where you want to send the proposal, whether if you are working on a freelancing platform like Upwork or Fiverr, or whether you find the client somewhere else, or on Facebook groups, or on Dribble, Behance, anywhere else. The key aspect, the first thing that you need to do is to understand the project completely. And the way to do this is, depending on the platform where you find the client, the first thing you should do is to read the description they provided. If the client posted the job in a freelancing platform, read the entire description, read the entire project description. Make sure you do not miss anything. That is the first step in capturing all the requirements of the project. This will allow you to know whether you are the best fit for the project, whether you can deliver the project, whether you even want to work on the project, and any other basic information about the project. So the first step is read the entire description that the client provided so that you understand the requirement, you understand what you need in order to deliver the project. And if you are working on a freelancing platform like Upwork, there are specific requirements that a client can present when they post a project. So even after you finish reading the entire job description, if it is on Upwork, if you scroll down, you will find any other requirement that the client has. Some client will mention that they are looking for a freelancer only on a specific country. So if you are in Nigeria and the client is looking for a freelancer that is only living in Philippines, if you apply for the project, you just wasted your time and your effort. So make sure you check this requirement if the client has any location specific requirement, and also check to see if the client has other requirements such as language. Some client will be looking for a freelancer that speaks more than one language. Some client might say they are looking for a freelancer who speaks English and Spanish, English and German, Spanish and Arabic, any other language. So make sure to see you meet the client language requirement and any other relevant requirement. So this is the very first step in writing a good proposal. Before you even write anything, before you type anything, read the entire job description and understand everything that is needed in order to deliver that specific project. Okay, the next step is when you start writing the actual proposal. And the first thing you should start with is a clear introduction. A clear introduction is you explain who you are, what you do, and what you are going to do for the client in a short paragraph. If, for example, I am sending a proposal for a web development project, I can start with something like, I have gone through the job description you provided, I understand your requirement, and I am interested in taking the project as an experienced web developer. Depending on what service you are selling and what type of project you are sending your proposal for, you should introduce yourself in a short paragraph and what you are going to do for the client. This is very important because when you start with a clear introduction of yourself and what you are going to deliver for the client, that is what is going to keep them interested in reading the rest of your proposal. The next step is you should try to summarize the project. This is going to help show the potential client that you understand the project, you understand what they need. If, for example, I am sending a proposal for a web development project, I can say something like, I understand that you need an SEO-friendly and fully responsive WordPress website. Something along these lines. So if you can, and you can, what you just need to do is you need to read the entire description and understand what they need and try to summarize it into a short paragraph, a very short paragraph, to show them that you understand what they need. Because remember, you are competing with other freelancers, especially if you are starting out. This is crucial because when you are starting out, you don't have any portfolio, you don't have any reviews. this is your proposal is all you rely on to get the job. So you have to make sure you keep the client engaged and you keep them interested in reading the rest of your proposal. The next step is outline your approach. An example of outlining an approach is if I'm setting a proposal for a web development project, I can say something like, I will use WordPress and Elementor page builder to create an appealing and fully responsive website. I will also use the correct headings, the correct meta tags, and maybe Yoast SEO to optimize the website for SEO. This will show the client, I know the process, I know what I'm doing. They are looking for a responsive website, and this is how I'm going to present a responsive website. They need an SEO friendly website, and this is how I'm going to make the website SEO friendly. So whatever you do, try to outline the approach in a short paragraph and be direct, straight to the point, and use language that they will understand. Whether you have experience or not, this is a very important aspect in showing the client that you know what you are doing. The next step is showcase your relevant experience. That is, if you have relevant experience, if I am sending a proposal for a web development project, if I previously built other website, I can say something like, check out the website I recently built with WordPress, with Page Builder, and I will list all the websites that I recently built. If I am a graphic designer, I can say check out the graphics that I recently created, and I can list out a links that they can click on to check out my previous designs. And even if you are just starting out, you probably haven't completed any project, that might be hard for you. And what I will recommend is, depending on what you do, you shall create a sample project. If you are a web developer, you shall use WordPress.com, even WordPress.org. There are other hosting services that will allow you to create website for free, and you can use many other platforms to create a sample page. So create a sample project, create something that will be a sample that you can show to your potential client that this is what you can do for them. So if you have experience, if you completed some project, you can easily give the link to your past project. If you don't have any experience, try to create sample project that will include in your proposal, because a proposal without sample project is going to be less effective, way less effective than a proposal which has a link to a previous project. The next thing that you shall include is you shall provide a timeline. A timeline is the time that it will take for you to deliver the project. If they want the project to be completed within 7 days, some clients are going to mention that they want this project to be completed within X amount of time, and some client will not. Whether the client provides the timeline or not, you shall include the timeline in your project. You can say something like, I will deliver the project within 7 days, within 5 days. And a good tip to help you with that is, if you know the project is going to take you 5 days, try to say the project will be completed within 7 days, so that you have 2 extra days in case something happens while you are working on it. You will not be late. Okay, the next thing that you shall include in your proposal is your budget. That is how much it will take to complete the entire project, and try as much as possible to give an entire and clear budget for the project. If I'm doing a proposal for a web development project, I will say something like, I will do X and X for $200, for $250, and I will mention it clearly that the price include the design, the price include the build, include this and that, and the price does not include this, does not include that. For example, I will say this price does not include hosting, does not include a domain name, does not include a premium plugin or a premium theme. I'm going to be as clear as possible about the budget, so that you will not have any complications later, and also the client will have all the answers they need regarding the budget. So if what you mentioned, if your budget aligns with their budget, you are not going to have any problem. The next thing that you shall include in your proposal is a call to action. A call to action is basically where you direct the potential client to take the next step. And I can say something like, I am looking forward to meeting, depending on what service you are offering. Some services require just a message, a few messages to start the project, and some services require a virtual meeting. So if it's just a web development project, I can say something like, I have some questions and need more details about the project. please message me so as to start as soon as possible. This is a call to action. This is you are directing the client to message you so that you get more details about the project and get started fast. So you shall include a call to action in the last paragraph of your proposal. Okay, the next step is polish and proofread. When you finish all the previous steps, you shall first sit, read all the proposal, read the entire proposal, and use softwares like Grammarly to proofread the proposal to make sure there are no grammatical errors, to make sure you didn't miss anything, to make sure there is not any dummy text in your proposal. So polish, make any changes that you think necessary, and make sure there is no any grammatical error in your proposal. The next step, which is a tip that I have for you, is make sure you customize your proposal for any individual project. If you write your proposal, you can use your proposal as a template, so that if I already sent this proposal for a web development project, I can save it as a template, so that when I want to send another proposal for the similar type of project, a web development project, I can use that proposal. But the key point is customize your proposal for each project. Don't send a generic proposal. Make sure you read the entire project description, project requirement, and customize your proposal based on that single specific project that you are sending the proposal to. And this is what is going to help your proposal be unique and have a higher chance of starting a conversation between you and your potential client. Remember, your proposal is your chance to make a strong first impression, and it is your chance to stand out from the crowd. And it is the first thing that will start a conversation between you and your potential client. So put in the time it takes to learn to craft a good proposal that you can use as a template and you can customize for any specific project. I'm going to put a link to a sample proposal in the description of this video, so you can check it out. You can use it as a guide to customize it and craft your own proposal based on your experience and the services you are selling. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.